Toronto police concerned for the safety of a mother and an 11-month-old baby, both missing. Last seen yesterday afternoon. Over to Mel with the latest on the search.
Thanks so much, Kev. Well, one thing police are telling us this morning, this is not an Amber Alert situation. However, there is a public appeal for help this morning to find mom and her baby. Let's go over to Tammy Sutherland now with details on where they were last seen. Tammy.
Good morning, Mel. Yes, an Amber Alert has not been issued in this case, and that's because police do not believe that the mother has any intention of harming this child. The child's name is Siobhan St. Louis Patterson Jr. He is 11 months old. He's described as having short, curly blonde hair and was last seen wearing blue and white overalls. They were pinstriped with blue shoes. His mother's name is Kayla St. Louis. She's 23 years old. She's 5'2", heavy set with blue-gray eyes and red tinted hair. She was last seen wearing a jean jacket, dark pants as well. Police just want to track them down. They say that the mother was last in contact with family when she went to go visit the child and take him for a walk.
The mom had gone to see her child earlier in the day. They'd gone for a walk, and they are now missing. They have not returned. We don't believe that this is an Amber Alert situation because we don't believe that the mother has any ill will or harm intended for her child, but the circumstances of their disappearance leave us concerned, and that's why we're asking for the public's help to try and locate them.
Again, they were last seen yesterday afternoon at about 2 o'clock in the Shepherd and Allen Road area. If anyone has information, they're being asked to call police or Crime Stoppers immediately. I'll send it back to you, Mel.
Thank you so much for that, Tammy. Well, we are learning more about the suspect in the deadly Times Square crash that killed one person and injured almost 24 others. Apparently, the suspect here said he heard voices telling him to drive his vehicle into a crowd. 26-year-old Richard Rojas arrested yesterday afternoon after he slammed his car into a group of pedestrians and sped along the busy sidewalk for 3.5 blocks. The vehicle eventually hit a pillar. 18-year-old Alyssa Elsman was killed and 22 others were injured, including Elsman's 13-year-old sister. They were tourists from Michigan. New York police have now come out saying that 26-year-old Rojas claimed he had heard voices telling him to harm others. He may have also been high on synthetic marijuana. Rojas has been charged with second-degree murder, vehicular homicide, and multiple counts of attempted murder. New details are being released about the proposed King Street pilot project that is set to transform the busy downtown stretch between Bathurst and Jarvis. A public meeting held last night collecting feedback about the plan to revamp the country's busiest surface transit route, which serves up to 65,000 passengers a day. The project would dedicate one lane of traffic in each direction exclusively to the 504 streetcar, while diverting cars by forcing drivers to turn right at the end of each block. Left turns would be prohibited. All this to help ease congestion.
I've been living there for 9 years and working on King Street for 20 years. And the idea that King Street can remain as it is and be viable is absurd.
King Street today doesn't work for anybody. If you're a driver, well, it's congested. If you're on the streetcar, it's faster to walk, and if you're walking, the sidewalks are crowded. We have a plan to redesign King with a transit and a people-first approach.
Toronto City Council expected to vote on this by July. If it's approved, the changes will be implemented in the fall.